we were able to get a few by them in the third. So, listen, they're a good team, and that was a big win for us.
And as far as this team getting points in front of their fans and getting a win before you go on the road, how massive was that?
Yeah, that was big. We wanted to get a few wins at home, and we needed that one before this big road trip. So, that's, like I said, that was a huge win for us, and we're excited to get on the road here and have a little road trip with the boys. But yeah, that was a big win for us.
You take me through Severson's goal and how good do you feel for him?
Yeah, I mean, I was on the bench, so I guess he just had a 2-on-1 and shot it. But yeah, he's a guy that had obviously a great year last year, and he's a really good offensive defenseman, and I don't know if he's getting the bounces this year, but we're really happy for him. That isn't just a normal goal. That's a massive goal for us. So that's really good for him.
Jack, from being drafted as an 18-year-old kid to now becoming a 2-time All-Star and just coming up clutch for your team, what's the journey been like up to this point, and where do you see this team going?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, the team's been taking a lot of steps, and personally, I've been taking steps. So it's all part of the journey, and I feel like we're in a good spot right now.
Jack, how much is the way you guys were able to win this game, having to claw back, important in a sense of just that belief?
Yeah, I mean, a win's a win. It really didn't matter. We wanted to take anything we could get. So it happened to be a comeback win, and like I said, I mean, that was a pretty crazy crowd today, and it's a lot of fun playing the Rangers. So when you get to beat them, that's kind of a statement win too.
Did you know they were a point behind you coming in, and if they had won, they would have passed you in the standings?
No, I didn't know that. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know.
Jack, did you know you had 8 goals in the last 5 games?
I knew that, yeah.
Are you doing anything differently that's been leading to that success?
No, man. I mean, sometimes, when you're shooting the puck a lot, it doesn't go in, and sometimes when you're shooting a lot, you get the bounces. So, listen, I missed a lot of chances today too. So, I think I had 10 shots, and 2 of them went in. So he obviously made a lot of saves on me as well.
Jack, I got
11.
After that second goal, you kind of popped that collar and popped like the jersey logo. What was that? What were you feeling right at that moment?
Yeah, I mean, pretty split crowd tonight, and that's not something to be like we enjoy that, it's a crazy rivalry. So it's pretty special how it's like a ton of Rangers fans there and a ton of Devils fans. I think there's the one shift in the third after we tied it up where it's like they're just screaming, like you don't even know what they're saying. So yeah, that was just like representing Jersey, I guess, a little bit.
Jack, I know the World Juniors just happened. How excited are you to potentially play with your brother in the upcoming months?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Glad he's back in Michigan now, and he'll enjoy the next couple of months and then see what happens. But yeah, that was a good tournament for him, and anytime you medal, it's pretty cool and pretty special.
Just saying perfect timing. How did that sort of feel? The emotion for yourself, but for your whole team when that puck goes in.
Yeah, it's great. No matter who it is, overtime winners obviously feel great for the team to get the win. So I was fortunate enough to be me tonight, and I guess this afternoon, and feels great to take care of our rivals across river. Fans are great. Everything in the whole atmosphere great from the the puck drop tonight was fantastic.
And just how does it feel to take care of a team like that when you're down so often in the game, right? And it's like forcing you to fight back every time. Is there a different type of satisfaction?
Yeah, we had to work our way back, and that just, obviously we'd like to play in front instead of from behind, but give ourselves credit. We came to the third period with, we were on a mission, and we weren't going to be denied, so we did the right things. They had have a heck of a goalie over there, and he had a great game, so it's going to be tough to solve them, but fortunately enough, we were able to tie the game, go to overtime, and get that second point.
Was there something that you felt you guys did to sort of disrupt him a little more, maybe in the second and third? Jesper was saying we started taking his eyes away.
For sure, and that's a key for all goalies. Obviously, if they can't see it, they can't stop it. So we do a good job in front of the net, and there's going to be some tip goals. There's going to be some rebounds laying around there. So not every goal is going to be Picasso, and it's not going to be a snipe or a deke bar down per se. So we got to find a way to score some dirty goals as well. And then when we do have chances to score the nice ones and 2-on-1s, breakaways, stuff like that, then we got to find a way to put those in as well.
What's said amongst yourselves when that game gets tied at 3-3?
I don't think really much said. We had a good feeling in our room coming in the third period that we could come back, and then the ultimate goal is to win the hockey game, and no matter how you have to do it, overtime shootout. We came on the short end of a shootout the other night at home, so we wanted to make sure no matter what the outcome was, we wanted to be on top.
Obviously, the home record is something that you guys have wanted to improve. It's been a while since you've won at home. Knowing that you're about to go on your longest road trip of the year, just how vital was this for you guys?
Yeah, it gives us a little bit of momentum leaving to the road trip, and this is our longest trip of the season, so we got to be buckled in for that one. But if we can continue playing well on the road like we have been, great. And then hopefully when we come back home off the road, then we can get some momentum and keep on rolling wins at our home building as well.
Did you? No.
What do you think of the atmosphere tonight? Did it feel like a playoff game?
Yeah, it was the best. Yeah, you can't beat that. That's the best it's been all year, if not the past few years. So, if we could play the Rangers every night, I think the atmosphere would be great. But there's nothing better than a game that everybody can make. A Saturday at 1 o'clock. Kids, parents, anybody can come to this game and not have to worry about school the next day, stuff like that. So, atmosphere is the best it's been, and we hope to continue that and get some more wins for our fans so they keep showing up for us.
Did you notice the collision in your end just before the 2-on-1? I mean, what happened on that play?
I don't know what happened with the collision. I did see the collision just kind of through my peripherals. I saw there was something. I didn't know what had happened, and I didn't know how close the back checker was behind me. I knew Nico was there, and I had him, and I was looking for him for a pass the whole way up. And I just, instinctually just shot the puck because the guy gave me a little bit of room there.
What's the sense of emotion when you see that goal go in by Damon?
Yeah, it was huge. It was just something that we desperately needed. I think we had a couple games here, even at home, that we really outplayed the other team. We couldn't find a way to win, and home games are huge for us too, especially again get some wins in front of our own fans. And today was a huge game, a rivalry game where we really needed that extra point, and it was just great to see Seb really get that going.
And just to have the atmosphere that is, the way the game played out, where you guys had to fight yourselves, back into this mix. Lindy said before the game, the rest of the way out, this is going to be like playoffs for us. Did it sort of have that type of intensity?
Yeah, that's really how it is right now. Every game, every point, every period really matters. And obviously we didn't get the start we needed to get an early goal there, but something that we've been working on all season is to never really give up. Now always keep fighting, keep grinding. We know we have the skill and the type of team to really come back in these games, and we came back and we showed great character, and we get a huge extra point.
Could you say one of the biggest things that you guys did is not get too frustrated when you're seeing a goaltender like Shesterkin play the way he did, but being able to keep that fighting back mentality? Is that a huge?
Yeah, obviously he played really good and had some key saves, but at the same time we just have to keep working. We have to get in front of him. We got to get some extra tips, get some screens, and every goalie has a weakness when they don't see the puck. That's just how you got to play it. So, but yeah, he had some good saves, and obviously when you get a grade A and you don't find it back in the net, you obviously can get a little frustrated. But you just gotta play the next shot.
Can you just take me through your shot, just how it kind of?
I don't really know what happened. I just felt it was a good opportunity for me to shoot it and get something going and a little motion on the power play, and luckily went in.
Thanks.
The only thing I can talk about is our game tonight, and I really liked it.
What did you like about, and what did you guys say to each other, going into that third period?
We didn't quit. I think that was the most important part. We have some older guys in the room that spoke up, and these are the type of games that we have to win when it comes down to the stretch here.
When you get 2 points finally at home, I'm not saying you guys were pressing, but I'm sure it's going to help you going a long way.
Yeah, we've struggled at home. We talked about it, and it's great to get the win tonight.
Finally, how good do you feel for Severson, the play he made and
Yeah, it's been outstanding. That was great. I know he's been hard on himself the whole year, but it was great to see him get that goal.
What type of sense of relief do you feel when you get that win, but also knowing, okay, well, that's done in a way, right? Because that's
yeah, it's over with.
Yeah,
it's over with. Now we're going to be on the road for 2 weeks or whatever, so that's our focus.
Does it make it even more vital that you guys were able to get this victory the way you did, right?
Yeah.
Fighting back.
Our next game's in 2 days from now, so had we lose, we'd feel sick to our stomach for a bit, but you know, it's great vibes in the room right now after a good win.
What did you learn about your team, especially in that third period?
Well, resilient. You know, we're growing. You know, talked about trying to stay with it. You know, we had some great opportunities we didn't take advantage of, and they took advantage of their early opportunity. But we just tried to play our game, and you know, we were a little disappointed that we didn't take advantage of the 5-on-3, but that late power play goal was big for us.
You speaking about big. To get this last game before you go on the road trip, what does it do for your team's confidence?
Well, I spent a lot of time yesterday talking about our home record, trying to improve that, trying to improve the level of play, you know, some of the puck decisions we've been making at home. Now, I'm extremely proud of our road record, but the home record, I mean, imagine if you pour that 14-2-1 home record in this building with the noise that was in here today. You know, that just the atmosphere, you know, I think it pushed the players too. As soon as we got the second one, I thought the building was fantastic.
And finally, how good do you feel for Severson and the play that he made there?
Yeah, you know what, he hit his mark. Yeah, you know, great shot, obviously. But there wasn't a lot of room, you know, from the bench, had a perfect view. But he put it in a hole about the size of the puck, and a great win for us.
Is that a good culmination of being comfortable, being uncomfortable that you've talked about, just the way things panned out through this game?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it doesn't always go your way, and we've had games where, you know, it doesn't go your way. But I think there's been times where we've got away from the way we need to play, and I thought for the most part we stayed with it. You know, two good teams playing. A lot of skill on the other side, a lot of high-end skill. I mean, the power play, really dangerous. So, you know, to kill off a couple. And I thought that second half of the game, V gave us a couple of really big saves that, you know, make the difference in the game.
Was there anything that needed to be said, or maybe an energy that was felt on the bench after that tying goal, the 3-3 tying goal, and just where, you know, yeah, just what it felt like there?
Felt good.
Right, but
How'd
just
you
in
feel?
terms of, no, I would feel great. I felt great. Just in terms of, did anything need to be said, or was it just internal motivation? Everyone knew, like, okay, we've got them.
No, but talked about it. I mean, I really just said we just need to keep playing the game the right way.
Right.
And I thought to that point we were. And, you know, I think when you look at it in the line after line as trying to do the right thing, I thought we were able to, you know, create some pressure and stay on them. And, you know, sometimes when you get a little bit of roll, you take advantage of that. And I thought our guys were feeding off it.
Obviously, Jack's playing so well right now. He's got 8 goals in his last 5 games. What are you just seeing out of him?
You know, a lot of confidence shooting the puck. You know, I think if you look at some of his goals, we've had good net front. He shot through people. You know, I think it's important you take the goalie's eyes away. But we all know he's a tremendous skater, that he can log more minutes than other guys. And, you know, I think plays where it looks like the opposition is trying to get off the ice and he keeps going, I thought he generated some of his own chances.
You shuffled the lines a couple of times too, including his. What was the reason for moving some of the guys around?
Just, you know, I felt some players were going well, and I thought that, you know, you shorten it, you get down to 3 lines, guys get a little bit more rhythm. So, you know, we've done that. I've done that a lot this year, and, you know, it came down, we needed to win, and just felt, here, we'll go with the guys that, you know, at time I thought were going the best. You know, different times in the game, I thought, you know, McLeod, Wood, and they were giving us great energy. So, you know, I was trying to balance that, you know, the bottom 6 and where to get them on the ice.
What did you think of Nikita's game?
I liked his game. You know, take a closer look, but I thought overall he tried to be physical. He stayed in good ice. You know, didn't give up a lot as a young defenseman.
I know this game wasn't perfect, but it seems like you guys are regaining your momentum. Where does the team go from here?
Well, we're going to head out on the road, and we've been a good road team, and you know, you take it one game at a time. We know our next game is another really good opponent. You know, when you're staring at Carolina. But we know that you know, our road game is something that we've had a lot of success with, and we would like to continue that. But you know, take it one game at a time. You know, like you said, we're kind of finding some traction. We're getting some people back, and you know, we'd like to build off that because we know we're in a heck of a battle. You know, it's like about a 40-game, you know, playoff series going on right now between you know, 5-6 teams.
Did you see a little more from Andre today in a second game?
I actually thought that Andre, the second game, sometimes is always the toughest.
Right.
You know, you have a lot of adrenaline, a lot of, you know, I think I shortened up on him later on, but I think that, you know, coming back catches up to you. And the history for me around players that have come back, their first game sometimes can be really good, and their second game there's, you know, a little bit of a drop-off. But it's going to take him a while to get his rhythm. You know, you just don't step in and all of a sudden you're great game in, game out.